essentially what we are looking to do in this budget is obviously it's historical. The ninth one for the FM, as you just said. My practice focus on startups, and I think one of the biggest things we're looking for in this budget is actually just stability around taxation on startups. We've just had, the Supreme Court on January 15th come out with a judgment on Tiger Global relating to the sale of shares in Flipkart. That's really spooked the ecosystem. Obviously, I won't get into the nitty-gritties of the tax around that, but if even a dog whistle isn't there in the budget, indicating to investors that, look, this will not be applied retrospectively, this will not be used as a tax terrorism tool, and obviously the investors have priced in tax, go forward, but retrospectively and for grandfathered investments in the treaty, if there is some stability around that, that will be a big boost to the ecosystem. So I think that's actually just a saving grace. That's point one for startups and PE funds in the startup ecosystem. Another big one that we're hoping to see is government procurement around AI, a government platform around AI, because I think the economic survey was very, very clear that India cannot compete on a hyperscaler model. India does not have the resources, the energy bandwidth, and the grid and infrastructure to compete on a hyper large language scalar model for AI. So if the government creates AI as a public good, like it's done, for example, as UPI, and that becomes a base platform for our AI startups to build on, that would be an amazing development. There have already been signals and pushes towards this, but in the part B of the budget, which the FM plans to use for its long-term vision, if this long-term vision is laid out with implementation over the next 4 to 5 years around this, that would be a big fillip to the industry. Lastly, around AI, government procurement still follows old pedantic models of procurement and public-private procurement. If AI procurement by the government from all our startups becomes, is increased and becomes smooth in these contracts and public procurement contracts, that would again really, really help the industry.